I sleep in the room by myself. I don't think nothing of it. Next day, same thing. I said, damn, babe, you sleeping in there again? She like, yeah, I'm gonna just stay with such and such, right? I said, all right, cool. Anybody in Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? So now I'm like, damn, this shit weird. The hell? You feel me? So at this time, I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her. And she came in the bed with me. She hugged and kissed me, the whole thing. And at this time, I'm trying to be intimate with her. When it's time to go down, she slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't adding up. You feel me? So I said, damn, something wrong, something ain't right here.
If there's one thing Remy Ma knows how to do, it's airing people out like it's her full-time job. She came for Papoose heavy, calling him a dusty who lived off her grind, only to dip out the second he found a new woman to play house with. But the wild part? The more Remy ran her mouth, the more her own secrets started spilling all over the place. Word is, Remy had a whole side relationship with another woman, and now that woman is out here talking loud about what really went down. Sources say this wasn't some quick fling either. They were locked in since the beginning of Remy's marriage to Papoose, and everything might have stayed under wraps until Papoose allegedly caught them in the act. That moment blew everything up. Then boom, Claressa Shields entered the chat. She's feeling real smug right now, especially since she's had long-standing tension with Remy. After this leaked, Claressa's out here looking like she saw it coming from day one. Remy and Pap went from being the poster couple of black love to looking like strangers who barely speak, and this with a whole family between them. The chaos really exploded after Claressa hit up the Breakfast Club and broke down her side of the story with Remy and Pap. She said it wasn't even all that crazy, but the beef she had with Remy last year, easily one of the messiest things she's dealt with outside of a boxing ring. Then Remy clapped back online, hard. She dragged Papoose all over the internet, claiming he never paid a single bill and calling him a washed-up rapper with a trail of failed projects. She painted him as bitter and broke, stuck in her shadow. And when it came to Claressa, Remy didn't back down one bit. She said she's not scared of her, just disappointed that a fighter who came from nothing, built her name brick by brick, would waste her time with a 47-year-old man who has kids everywhere, no career, and nothing to his name except what she gave him. Whew, it's getting real out here. Let's be real. Remy had been dying to spill this tea, and that interview was her moment to let it all fly. She claimed that while she was locked up, Papoose wasn't exactly the loyal ride-or-die husband folks thought he was.
I don't know what else to say. Like I don't have any ill will toward any women, and I don't have any ill will toward her. You know what
So
I'm
y'all
saying?
haven't spoke nah.
Nah, I mean she made her post and whatever, and that was about it. But like I said, women are women. They're very emotional creatures. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was just I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was emotions or I don't know what it was because I don't know her and she don't know me. Yeah. She don't know me either. You know what I'm saying? So,
word is, he was out here creeping around with one of his baby mamas the whole time, just keeping it quiet until Remy came home. How did she find out? She went through his phone, classic move, and boom, the truth came crashing in. But instead of walking away, Remy tried to make it work. Fast forward, and now she's saying she's been asking him to file for divorce for the longest. She wants him out, like, come get your stuff and bounce already. Remy even threw a line that had the internet buzzing. Don't nobody fall in love faster than somebody with nowhere to stay. That hit hard. Remy knows how to push Pap's buttons, no doubt. Right after her video went live, he jumped on IG Live and went off for nearly an hour. That's wild. When's the last time Papoose even talked that long in public? He wasn't holding anything back either. He started dropping receipts on Remy, especially about her secret romance with a female friend.
Actually, my ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with. Ever. Everybody included.
You just don't. You're a piece of shit, Papoose. You really are. You have turned into a piece of shit. This shit right here, the gambling, the failures that you've had in your career or whatever that didn't pan out how you wanted to, has turned you into somebody else.
According to him, Remy and this woman were meeting up every night at their house. At first, Pap thought nothing of it. He figured it was just a close homegirl vibe. But things went left when he allegedly walked in one day and caught them in the middle of something intimate, right there in the bedroom while their daughter was nearby. If that's true, that's a serious mess. Still, even after all that, they tried to hold it together, right, until Remy's name started getting linked to Easy publicly. Then it was a whole different kind of storm. Even when things were spiraling, Papoose stayed quiet. Meanwhile, Remy just kept running her mouth. But the silence didn't last forever. Once Papoose started popping up with Claressa Shields, the whole internet was buzzing. And let's not act like this is the first time people have questioned Remy's preferences. Back in 2007, rumors flared after a video dropped of her with a woman folks believed was more than just a friend. She shut it down back then, but fast forward to 2021, and the gossip came right back when it leaked that Remy and Erica Mena had talked about getting intimate for a love and hip-hop storyline, no less. So now, with all that history, it's looking like Papoose wasn't just pulling these accusations out of thin air. None of this would have come to light if Remy hadn't lit up the internet first. And then, boom! Papoose dropped recordings of Remy begging him not to leave. Yes, begging.
While they playing on my phone, if that was my friend, I would be like, girl, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of you, your percentage, because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy. He's the one that don't want to sign, don't want to get his stuff out of his ex house. Doesn't be there for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. Let me guess. He's telling you he want a son, right?
The audio had folks speechless. You could hear the desperation in her voice, and whatever was said clearly hit a nerve because next thing you know, Papoose filed those divorce papers like he couldn't get them signed fast enough. But Claressa wasn't about to sit back and let Remy take shots at her man. She came swinging, saying she doesn't mess around when it comes to her money or her relationship. Claressa made it clear Papoose isn't broke, he's got his own home, his own money, and he's solid. Then she called out Remy for cheating and showing off a new man while dragging Papoose for doing the same exact thing. Apparently, Papoose is doing something right because Claressa's fully locked in. She's talking about starting a family with him and even threw a little shade, telling Remy to fix her attitude if she still wants to get invited to the next cookout. But let's keep it real. Claressa might want to stay alert because this drama between Remy and Pap is far from over. She's right in the middle now, and when the smoke comes, she's gonna feel that heat. Now the streets are talking and it's getting wilder by the day. Ever since those divorce papers hit, folks close to Remy say she's been spiraling behind the scenes. Word is, she didn't think Pap would actually leave. She thought he'd ride it out like always. But this time, he dipped for real, and not only that, he upgraded publicly. Claressa's not just any rebound, she's a champ with clout, cash, and confidence. That's a triple threat. Meanwhile, insiders say Remy's been trying to spin the narrative, acting like she's the one who wanted out first. But people ain't buying it. Especially not after hearing her voice cracking in those leaked audios begging Pap to stay. One source even said she used to call the shots, now she's out here playing catch-up.
It is, and of course, I gotta be the villain. She ain't shit. She this, and I'm this. Show me a woman that had a man that was doing her right and she just shitted on him for no reason. This is facts. What are we talking about? I literally told my friends, they was like, yo, you think he ever gonna leave? I was like, when he finds a replacement, when he finds someone who we think he can have doing all the shit that I was doing, then he'll leave.
And let's not forget, Remy's situationship with Easy is still fresh. They got caught slipping at that event in Philly, all cozy like nothing was going on at home. That alone had folks raising eyebrows, but now it's got people connecting dots. Some fans even believe Easy might have been the final straw that pushed Papoose over the edge. As for Claressa, she's not just standing by Pap, she's posting up with him. Vacays, dinners, gym sessions, they're showing off like they're already a power couple in the making. And Remy, she's been oddly quiet these past few days. No shady tweets, no spicy interviews. It's like the internet flipped on her and now she's trying to regroup. But don't get it twisted. This drama ain't dying down anytime soon. There's way too many layers and way too many receipts waiting to drop. Now here's where it really gets messy. because guess who's back in the mix? Easy the block captain. People thought that whole fling with Remy was just a rumor until more footage started surfacing. Behind the scenes clips, backstage whispers, and one too many just friends moments that looked way too familiar. Word is, Easy wasn't just some side dude, he was acting like he had main character energy, and folks say he was real comfortable walking around like he ran things. Sources close to Pap say that's what finally snapped him out of the fantasy. Seeing Remy all booed up in public with another man, while pretending like nothing was happening behind the scenes, that was the final straw. Some even say Pap confronted Easy directly backstage at an event, and it wasn't pretty. No cameras caught it, but people definitely heard raised voices. And while Remy was out here flexing her freedom, Claressa was standing tall beside Papoose, letting it be known she's not the one to play with. She's been subbing Remy in her stories, dropping slick captions like loyalty over clout and real love don't need to be posted. That's straight shade if we've ever seen it, but the plot thickens. Rumor has it Remy's been trying to link back up with Pap behind the scenes, talking about closure and unfinished business. Some even say she showed up at his spot unannounced. Yeah, it's getting that deep.
So on another day, I caught her with this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female. So I can't do nothing to her. I don't put my hands on females. Y'all wanna know what I did? I told the individual, I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not gonna do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out. I said, get the fuck out. Because I felt very disrespected that took place in my house.
Now fans are split. Some say Pap deserves to move on. Others claim Remy just made one mistake and wants her family back. But either way, this triangle has officially turned into a circus and everybody's watching to see who folds first. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more chaotic, boom! A new twist drops and this one's got everyone shook. Word on the block is, Remy's camp is working overtime trying to dig up dirt on Claressa. Yup, insiders say Remy's been calling up old contacts, trying to find anything she can use to shake Claressa's image. She's heated that Claressa came into the picture and took control so fast, and she's not taking that L quietly. Meanwhile, Claressa's brushing it off like a champ. She went live last night and didn't mention names, but said, "A woman who had her shot and blew it can't tell me nothing." The comments went crazy. Fans instantly knew that shade was aimed straight at Remy. And let's talk about the family side. Remy and Pap's daughter. People say this whole thing is messing her up. She's young, but the internet is ruthless, and the drama is everywhere. One source close to the situation said Pap's trying to keep their daughter away from all the noise while Remy's been trying to pull her back into the picture for sympathy. It's a tug of war and the kid's stuck in the middle.
She was my wife. I didn't want anything from her. I just wanted to see her win. Like I said, I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth since I met her. Y'all said it. Y'all said it numerous times. Oh, we know that's Pap behind that pen. Did I ever agree with y'all? Did I ever put it out there? I never said I wrote her rhymes. I left it.
But the wildest part? There's a rumor floating that Remy wants to drop a tell-all interview on her own terms, like a no-holds-barred sit-down where she spills everything, from her side of the breakup to how she really feels about Claressa, Easy, and Pap. If that goes down, it's gonna blow the internet wide open. This saga is no love story. It's turning into a straight-up reality show, and the cameras aren't even rolling. And trust, everyone's waiting for the next bomb to drop. And now buckle up, because this whole thing just took another left turn. So while Remy's out here plotting interviews and low-key shade, guess what Claressa did? She pulled receipts. That's right. Screenshots, voice notes, timestamps. She's not just talking, she's proving. Word is, she leaked a few messages between her and Pap from before he filed for divorce just to shut down Remy's claims that Claressa stole her man. The receipts show Pap was already mentally out way before Claressa stepped in. And it gets messier because one of Remy's former friends came out the shadows with some serious heat. She claims Remy been moving funny for a while now, switching up crews, cutting people off, acting brand new since the Easy fling started. She said, Remy changed up for a dude who couldn't even match her level. That's when I knew she was lost.
While this was going on, she had sent me a random text. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I'm a bad wife. I still got all these texts. still got all these texts. So I don't even know why she's doing this. Oh, I know I'm a bad wife. I'm so sorry. Just saying things like that. And I'm like, damn, this is not like her. So maybe this dude holding something on her. I'm gonna play the recording right now. This is Delane saying that he's holding stuff over her head.
Yeah, wrong. So far, she's saying she fuck with me. I believe her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with that. But you're right though. Anything can happen. So that shit gonna be 3 months, nigga. I don't know for how long it is. I got pictures, the texts, the videos of us. That shit gonna blow whenever I say it's gonna go. I'm talking about when I'm saying that news of cheating and all of that shit go anytime. It don't matter if it's a week or whatever. Like the only reason why it's sparking is because you do all this shit.
Oh, let me play this again. By the way, one of the reasons why she's so angry at me is because she says all of this is my fault. Y'all ready for this? Because I knocked him out. She said if I would have never knocked him out, she would have been stopped talking to him. She said the fact that I knocked him out, she had to keep talking to him because she didn't want him to expose things.
At this point, Remy's circle is shrinking fast. Folks she thought were loyal are either falling back or flipping on her completely. Meanwhile, Pap and Claressa are starting to look like the calm in the storm. They've been seen out, moving like a real couple. No hiding, no ducking the cameras, just owning it. And the streets are talking heavy. Some fans are calling for Remy to take a break from the spotlight and figure things out. Others think she's about to clap back with something big because when Remy goes quiet, it usually means something's brewing. No one's sure what her next move is, but one thing's clear, the chessboard is shifting, and if Remy's not careful, she might just end up watching her whole empire flip from the sidelines. At this point, it's just too much. There's really no reason for anyone to be caught up in a messy love triangle that's playing out like a live soap opera for the whole world to see. Remy and Papoose, they've been through it all. Years of loyalty, public support, careers tied together, and even raising a family. But now, it's all unraveling online and people are tired. If they're really ready to move on, they need to close this chapter for real because no one asked to be dragged into their back and forth like we part of the group chat. It hurts to see it get this far. At one point, they were goals, real love, real loyalty. Now it's voice notes, shady posts, and petty revenge. Remy's fuming and Papoose is giving her a taste of her own medicine, leaking messages where she's begging him to leave, flipping the script on her like she did to him. And honestly, nobody wanted to see it come to this. Not Remy and not Pap. It's sad when love turns cold, especially when you know there was once something real. But hey, what do you think? Is this just bitterness, or are Remy and Papoose still holding on to something deep down? And should Claressa have stepped into all this drama or stayed far, far away? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're loving the tea, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because trust, this ain't the last story heating up out here, and we've got way more coming your way.